So, y'all, let's deal with this, all right? Let's deal with this real quick. I made a post about it on my Instagram a couple days ago. Let's deal with black people's vested interest in celebrities' relationships. This is a normal thing in this society, right? This is a normal thing. No one bats an eye if somebody is out pussy watching or dick watching some celebrity, because it has been ingratiated into normal life. It's nothing for somebody to be inquisitive about, and motherfuckers sneaking around taking pictures of people together out, and we didn't call them slipping. And hell, what was last week? Some black woman on TV done fucked somebody else's husband or ex-husband, and supposed to be the girlfriend or something like that, and that became a huge conversation. Anytime something about somebody else's relationship comes up, it becomes a huge conversation. I remember there was a time where, you know, I used to talk and go in about people sitting around watching reality shows. All right? And these reality shows are people that are made famous just because a camera is in their face. That's how simple that shit is. They just, cameras there, everybody watching them, they're going to end up being a celebrity in this society. Right? And we going to pussy watch and dick watch them. What they doing? Hey, they was just talking about J-Lo. They was just talking about her. She done swapped out some motherfucker for another motherfucker. And it's like, I think Ben Affleck back fucking with her or some shit they was talking about. They done brought Ben Affleck back fucking with her. Everybody like, well, goddamn, she just go from motherfucker to motherfucker to motherfucker. Yeah. And so what? She won't even get that pussy a rest. Okay, yeah, that's relevant, but I mean, it's her life. It is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. The obsession. When the topic of people's conversations will be about somebody else's relationship, a person that they don't even know. How many long, drawn-out conversations have you heard in your lifetime about Will Smith and Jada, their relationship? Hot topic. Motherfuckers break up, be with somebody else, all this, Hollywood shit that they be doing. That be real shit to us that people want to talk about. I remember times when, back in the day where, you be talking to a woman, she might go into something about some reality shows and all this shit. You hear them talking to their homegirls. That's what they talking about. It's like, God damn, y'all really gonna have a serious, long conversation about this? Well, 3 years ago, she should have known then when he had did that he was like, it's like, y'all talk about this shit like it's real. Fanaticism. Being a fanatic. This should be somewhere in the DSM. It's not. So people think it's okay. It's almost like if them motherfuckers don't tell you something wrong with it, you don't really think nothing wrong with it. There should be something in your fucking soul that makes you not give a fuck. It just should be. Like, why the fuck am I even engaging in conversation about somebody else's relationship? Like, what the fuck? Passing judgment on these motherfuckers and whatever the fuck they want. That's what the fuck they want to do. And here you are in the comment section talking about what they should do, what they should have been did, or what you would have did. And it's like, nobody gives a fuck. And they're not listening to y'all if you're paying attention. Right. Like, no one cares. How could you be with him? Remember that, what was it, Swiss beat Alicia? How could her home wrecker? It's like, bitch, was it your home? It should be only one motherfucker calling her a home wrecker. And I actually think they kind of cool or something. Swiss done worked it out. Like, right? It shouldn't be but one person. Instead, it's, I don't get it. And don't nobody feel like nothing wrong with it. There's something wrong with that. You were not born that way. How did you get that way? Do you ever ask yourself that question? Because I would argue that the reason that we, kind of mull along in this reality is because we never ask ourselves questions like that. Now, how the fuck, why am I worried about this motherfucker's relationship? Like, what is that? What's wrong with me? Because we never do that work. This is why abnormal behavior becomes normal. Because we never ask the question. Like, what is that? Why do we worship celebrities on such a high level that we want to know when they're pregnant? What they name? Oh, she had looked pregnant when I had seen. They'll magnify the picture. Y'all see that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And that's normal. Nobody calls it out in this society. You're not gonna see no, big media outlet calling people crazy as fuck for worshiping celebrities. Why? There must be a vested interest in you worshiping celebrities like that, in you being distracted by their relationships like that, in you trying to mimic and create relationships amongst yourself in your regular life like these motherfuckers. People really do that. You have motherfuckers that try to line their relationship up off of bars and rap songs. These motherfuckers really don't be living like that. And they're rich. You don't need to be living like that. That don't even need to make sense to you. Should nobody have that much influence over you to where you hearing some wild shit and you like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Yeah. Nah. That's bullshit. The way we worship celebrities as a society, it reminds me of when you watch, if y'all ever seen The Hunger Games, the second one. There's a part in The Hunger Games, the second one, because by this time, I think what's that girl? Cadmus, whatever, the young white cave hole that was in there, and the cave boy, they were together. And the more powerful, affluent society, the media conglomerate, used their relationship specifically to distract poor people. Like, they put that shit right out in that fucking movie. Right in your fucking face. For those who watched it, you might have missed it. If you didn't see it, it's worth the watch. To see how they put that shit right there in your face. We are going to have these poor people so focused on y'all's relationship, they will not realize that they fucking stomach is growling. And we the ones causing it. We'll keep them distracted enough to where they're not even looking at us. They're looking at y'all. Every move you make in your relationship. But we don't see nothing wrong with it. The times where I talk about celebrity worship, a lot of the so-called woke niggas, they don't fuck with me like that. I'm taking it too far because I don't worship celebrities. Like, that doesn't make any sense. To be obsessed like this, to be fanatics like that. I can acknowledge somebody's talent, criticize them if they own some bullshit, whatever, even if they like, well, what the fuck, what you doing? That's some bullshit right there. They still acknowledge their talent, and that's the end of it. To me, that's normal. Now, that's specifically to me. That's just me. Because most of society don't think like that. They don't. When you normalize fanaticism, when you normalize people chasing famous people through stores and crying and passing out and, just screaming and, shaking and shit. When you normalize that, when that is looked at as normal behavior, that's how fans act. Question where you got it from. If you trace it back, if you can remember, because I would argue you got it young. Nobody ever kept it in check. Young. Then when you idolize people on this level, it's a mental disorder. Had you been taught that young, you may have been able to curb this. You may not spend hours talking about a complete stranger's relationship and what you think they should do. You may not do that then. You'll chalk it up. They wild. Ain't they wild as fuck, but it's them. They wild as hell though. That's really all you can do. That should be the end of the conversation. We have this mentality. We've had this mentality for a long time. The government uses this mentality against us. They put it there to use it. That's just how these sinister, nefarious motherfuckers are. They socialize you like this to use this against you. To use the influence these celebrities have over you to send you messages, whether the message is destructive, helpful, or not, to give you whatever the message that they want you to have at the time. Whatever they want you to support, whatever they want you to actually get up and do. They'll use celebrities. They're puppets. So, the celebrity, somebody is a puppet master to them, and the celebrity themselves are a puppet master to you. It just trickles down. And you see nothing wrong with it. How are you that vested in a complete stranger's life? I would argue if you take that same energy, put it into yourself, your shit might start to fall in line. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? I don't get it. This is why a lot of times I feel so disconnected from our people. Like, I don't understand some stuff. Like, to a certain degree, I can understand it. You're socialized into it. But I'm talking about grown people with kids of their own. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How you don't see this behavior as detrimental? How you don't see you sitting here online or, stalking these fucking people like it's cool, like it's normal, worrying about who they fucking, who they pregnant by, how many times they cheated on this motherfucker. Like, that's none of your fucking business. None of your business. And then you got these weirdo celebrities who put all their business out online themselves and then wonder where everybody came from. Like, motherfucker, you threw out the breadcrumbs. You know there's a bunch of fucking birds out here. You knew what was going to happen. Now you crying foul. You put it out there. Your ups and downs of your relationships. How many times you going to leave her? How many times you going to leave him? These motherfuckers that put this shit out here, y'all eat this shit like fucking, it's like breadcrumbs. And then these motherfuckers be sitting out here acting like they don't know what the hell going on. Like, come on now. Doubt they don't know what the fuck going on. And they done put the shit out there. Sex tapes, all types of shit they done put. They'll fuck around and leak the shit themselves. Knowing how y'all gonna act. They understand the mental illness. To them it's normal too. This is just how fans act. To me, there's something broken in the human being. There's something broken. Something missing. Something that ain't been tweaked enough. Hadn't been changed. You're not questioning yourself enough as to how you conducting yourself. You just doing shit. Because because you've been socialized to do it. And you won't question your socialization. Question the shit that you into. Question the shit that you believe is normal even. Like, look at it. Is it normal? Complete stranger. Ain't talking about your relationship. Don't give a fuck about your relationship. Don't give a fuck about what's going on in your life. Nothing. You ain't kin to them or nothing. But that is I guess the most prevalent thing that people actually want to have discussions about. Famous people's relationships. Can we deal with the celebrity worship? Because at some point we're going to have to deal with it. We keep avoiding the conversation, acting like it's cool, but at some point we're going to have to deal with it. Because what I find, and what's even more odd, is that most of the people that sit around idolizing and worshiping celebrities be so-called Christians. That's even more like, y'all ain't supposed to be idolizing people like that. It's in your book. If nothing else, your other mental delusion should counteract this mental delusion. This form of socialization, religion, you know it's in there, no idol worship. What are you doing? It should work like that. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I mean, if I'm really a Christian, you know, I'm gonna ask yourself those questions too. But this is real shit. And we can't keep ignoring it because it costs us. I don't think we can ignore things that cost us on this level. Like, these motherfuckers know they have influence over you. They know it. Like, you an automatic pawn. And the shit needs to stop. It needs to. I don't, you know, worry about you. Worry about your relationship. Worry about improving that. Worry about improving yourself. Worry about improving your mind, your spirit, your mood. Put energy into all that real shit. And stop worshiping fucking celebrities. Stop stalking these motherfuckers. Stop worrying about their relationships. Stop worrying about all that shit. Let them do whatever that they do. If they have a movie or something come out, judge them on the movie. They did a good job. No, they didn't. That should be it. Judge them on the talent that they're presenting to you. The rest of that shit, though, that y'all be on, this celebrity gossip and all this shit that y'all done made normal, like people can build platforms by just talking about celebrities. What? That's a real thing? You can get famous for that? Some people do use it to their advantage because they know they can get famous for it. So use the thirst for celebrity gossip and information and make money off of it. Everybody knows. The jig is up, as they used to say. Like, I don't know that shit. What the fuck is a jig? Like, where would something like jig even come from? But the jig is up. Everybody knows something wrong with y'all. And the question has to be, are you going to correct that? Or are you going to continue to pass it down to your kids? That's what it is. Or we're going to continue to normalize it. That's the situation we in. But y'all comment, man. Y'all comment, let me know what the fuck y'all think, man. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I talk about celebrity worship. This is not something that is new. I'm not doing it because it's popular, because it's cool. I'm doing it because I actually see people out here acting like this. And I've been seeing it all my life. And for the longest time, it was normal. until I looked at it. I never understood the passing out and screaming and running up to people for autographs. I never got that, but I didn't look at it like it was just something to me that I wasn't into. Like I don't know what it is about them that make them feel like that. I like the song too, but nah, I never. Not that. That's just too far. Screaming and kind of, you're a grown man, especially men. Like, nigga, calm down. Like what? So men that be fans, like nah, yo. Respect, cool. Let a motherfucker know if they influence your life or they touched you or some shit like that, cool. But they just people. They're just people. People with a talent, people with a voice. There's no need to be extra about these people. We really need to look at what the fuck is wrong with us at some point. Y'all can continue to be mad at me for saying anything about it, but it needs to be said. It needs to be said. This shit is like, it's mind blowing to me that we don't see nothing wrong with it. To just be fans, like, it seems beneath a grown person. It really does. Beneath a parent. To be like that, obsessed with relationships of famous people. That could be the news. The headline could just read somebody got a divorce, getting a divorce. That could just be the whole story. That's it. They gotta be deep. That could be the headline of everybody on it. Man, come on, man. Come on. We gotta perform better than that, man. At least so they'll come at us another way. Because right now they come at us the same way all the time. And the reason they do that is because we allow them to. We haven't shown them that we don't give a fuck about what these celebrities are talking about. If it's dumb, it's dumb. It is what it is. If it's some coon sellout shit, then it just is what it is. We're not following them because they say go get a fucking shot. It just is what it is. We're not doing that. But y'all let me know what the fuck y'all think. I did run my mouth for over 20 minutes about this shit. But I'm serious about it, man. I don't get it. I've studied it. I've tried to understand. I've challenged people on why they conduct themselves like this. And it doesn't work to even challenge them. To even get them to look at it. Like, what are you doing? What's causing this? You feel this passionately about this? Because I said this about this person? Like, I don't get it. You stalking their relationship? You stalking their kids? Man, had kids, y'all stalk them too? I mean, god damn. Something is wrong with human beings. Seriously. And we ain't trying to figure it out. And I would argue that's why we're not getting no better. Somebody got to try to at least think about this shit for a second. Even if you go right back into the bullshit, like, at least think about it for a second. Like, how the fuck did I end up here? Why do I care about this person's new boo? What is that? What is that in me? Or are you the product of what you hear, what you see? Takes over your mind in that way. That's why they bombard you with it, though. That's why you getting celebrity gossip and news every day. They're gonna bombard you with it to make sure it stays constant in your mind. I just hate that it works so well. Because I see the same shit, you know, online and shit like that. And I mean, I don't watch the shows y'all be watching and follow these motherfuckers, you know, they lives and shit like that. Like, motherfucker watching Rihanna live from last night. Like, no, I can't think of anything Rihanna would have to say. She's not banging on this system. I mean, anything else, I don't really want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't give a fuck. Not to be there just putting hearts and shit all in the comments and shit like that. No. But I'm here, though. And I'm able to disconnect myself from it. So I know other people can't. I'm able to live a normal life. I don't feel deprived or anything. I mean, I don't feel anything. I'm cool. But not for real. I'm gonna leave y'all on now. I'm about to take my ass to sleep. Mad love. Shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. And we gotta look at this shit. Even you woke niggas, we gotta look at this shit. What is it that makes us worship celebrities and listen to these motherfuckers like we do? Stalking them like we do. There's something to it. I'm out.